what are your plans for the summer? Will it be playing in the summer league, and what have they told they want you to work on?
I'm certainly planning to play in the summer league. That's for sure. I want to make sure I'm keep getting my feet wet, and make sure I'm just getting as much playing experience as I can. In terms of things to work on, really just everything in general. Just keep stacking good days, working on my fundamentals. Building on the foundation that I laid this season and making sure that I'm getting my work in this summer so that I can come back next season and really make an impact for this team.
How old are you now?
I'm 20 years old.
So LeBron has played longer than you've been alive, almost.
Yes.
What have you learned about the game of basketball from watching him play and train?
There's been a lot of strategic things I've learned from him just on the floor, in terms of scouting for teams, especially in the playoffs, and having this playoff experience or going to the Western Conference Finals, seeing how we prepare for different teams. I think one of the biggest takeaways I've taken from him is sort of his recovery process and his mindset, sort of things off the court. He's been in the league for 20 years, like you said, and so there's got to be some sort of thing that he's doing to have that type of longevity, and that's the thing that I wanted to really, focus on and learn from him is how does he do that? And how can I apply it to myself now so that hopefully, my goal is to play in the league for a very, very long time. I can sort of implement those skills as early as possible so that it can help me, stay in this league for a long time.
Hey, Max. What did Darvin and Rob kind of talk to you about in terms of your potential role on this team next year?
Well, they said there's an opportunity for me to take. Obviously, it's not going to be given to me, but there's an opportunity for me to have an impact on winning on the floor. And be in that rotation for a long part of the season. And obviously that's my goal, obviously, is to play as much basketball as I can in terms of being in the rotation and being on the floor in order to impact winning. And so really it's up to me and, how hard I'm willing to work this summer and how much I'm willing to improve my game and to be able to come back, training camp, summer league, and sort of showcase those skills to not only myself, but, everybody within the organization, my teammates, the front office, or, ownership, Coach Ham, all those guys. So there's an opportunity for me to take, and all I need to do this summer is work hard enough to take it.
Max, there was a time this season where you got meaningful minutes on a semi-regular basis. You get through the playoffs, and it was, spot minutes here and there. What did you learn from seeing guys like Troy and Malik and Lonnie go through that similar process as veterans, but stay ready, someone like Lonnie in particular when he gets his chance?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, like you said, Lonnie is a perfect example of staying ready. And I think it goes to show those veterans, Malik, Lonnie, Troy, the guys that, were really playing at the beginning of the season and maybe not get as much time towards the end or in the middle. It just goes to show you how long of a season the NBA season is, how it ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, and, how staying ready is super, super important because you never know what's going to happen. Like you said, Lonnie gets thrown into that Golden State game and contributes 15 points, I believe, in the fourth quarter, and he's the reason we won that game, all because he stayed ready, stayed professional. And so, for me going through, a rookie season like that, especially after the trade deadline where I really had to stay ready the whole second half of the season, just watching Lonnie and how he did that, watching, Bees, as the playoffs started to, simmer down as we got, farther and farther, how his minutes sort of declined, how he stayed ready, and same with Troy. And so watching those vets who have, 3, 4, 5 years in the league, seeing how they stay prepared and how I can sort of take that, into my future if I'm ever in that position again. Yeah, that's the plan.
Hey, Max. You talked a lot last year about, needing to gain strength to be prepared for the NBA game. Now, sitting here almost a year later, how much progress would you say you've made, and how much do you still have to go?
I think that's one of the biggest areas I've progressed this season is my strength, my weight, and I think I did a really, really good job of that when I first got here. Like you said, when I first got here, I said I needed to sort of get stronger, get more physical, be ready for an NBA season. And I think I did a really, a phenomenal job of sort of getting myself in shape, gaining some weight, and being able to hold my own, in these NBA games, or especially on the defensive end, I'm guarding some of these best players in the NBA. They're obviously physical, much older than me, and so my ability to sort of hold my own is something that I think I did a really good job of, and that just, I think, attests to the work that I put in on my body.
Hey, Max. There were a lot of Laker fans that really wanted to see you thrust into the conference finals or in the playoffs. Do you feel like you would have been ready? Did you want to potentially get a shot, and do you feel like you would have been ready for that?
Of course I wanted to play. I mean, getting meaningful minutes in any playoff series, especially as a rookie, is something that I would have certainly enjoyed. And I definitely think I would have been ready for it for sure. I put the work in every day. And to the question earlier, like I was watching Lonnie, Troy, Bees, how they stay ready and sort of, how they stay ready. So when they get thrust into the game, they're ready to go. And so I think I emulated that pretty well, and I think I would have been ready to contribute to winning if I were in the conference finals or any playoff series.
Hey, Max, over here. How was your South Bay experience?
It was phenomenal. I mean, being able to play in the G League and sort of, get a little bit more opportunities just simply because, the G League team is just a little bit different than, the NBA team, and having more opportunities to sort of, just play basketball with the ball in my hands, or, play more minutes on, in these games. So that was definitely important for me. I think it was a really good experience, and a lot of takeaways that I had from it, and something that I can capitalize on this summer.
Hi, Max. I think your younger brother gonna play for University of Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, and I think he tried to, follow your step. How big your experience here is for your family?
It's definitely huge. I mean, for my younger brother in particular, who's trying to play basketball at this level as well, he sort of, saw what a rookie season could be like. And I think he learned a lot just from watching games, just from the stories I've told him and the things I've told him, about being in the NBA as a rookie. And I think it was really good for him just to have, someone like me as an older brother to sort of watch. And I think that just is true for anything in life. You got a big brother who goes through experiences before you, and then, you see what he did wrong, what he did well, and how you can capitalize on that, and how you can, avoid the same mistakes. And so I think, the same analogy applies to this.